Welcome back to Here to Motivate. This is Shora Bhattacharjee, and in today's video, I'm going to share how did I quit smoking. I've already shared a plan and created a playlist on how you can quit smoking. If you use them religiously, I'm sure you can also quit smoking. But these things I learned during my journey of quitting, and it came to my realization after I quit smoking, and that I thought that it needs to be passed on to to the whole world. Whatever I have realized, whatever I have experienced, I should share it with the whole world, and that's what I did. What I wanted to share in today's video is that how did I quit smoking, because I did not have these perspectives. It came along the way, and after I quit smoking, the realization became stronger, and it helped me to stay smoke free. So let me give you the whole journey, because it might inspire you. You might see a different perspective on how you can go about quitting smoking. So let's start, and let me share the raw journey of how did I quit smoking and how I stayed smoke free for the last 1 year, and how I plan to stay smoke free for the rest of my life, because that's the goal. One thought that changed my life while I was a smoker. Of course, I was a smoker, and I had this thought that what if I'm not able to breathe freely? Because every time when I was smoking, it is more so in the last few years of my smoking journey that every time I used to smoke, I had this kind of a smoker's cough that everyone says. Like I need to cough it out to sort of feel normal, because I always feel that there is something stuck in my throat, or I need to get it out. So used to cough. I used to cough a lot after each smoke. So, and then I had this fear: what if I had to live my rest of the life pathetically with lung disease? And I could sense that this road, this smoking journey, will lead me to somewhere where I'm not able to breathe freely. I had this thought. Honestly speaking, I had this thought, and it freaked me out. And then to release the stress, I used to smoke. So that's how stupid I was, and that's how stupid everyone is who are continuously smoking. But those times were really stressful, because it really stressed me up. But I'm really thankful that I saw that. I feared those thoughts, because that changed my perspective. I started hating that substance. And that is very important, that you have to hate whatever you're addicted to if you want to get out of it. You have to hate it. I've tried quitting smoking numerous times, and I could not continue more than 1 or 2 days. Like after 1 or 2 days, I used to smoke back, right? I get back to smoking. And that again added more stress, that I'm trying to quit, but then I'm not able to. What is with this addiction? Why can I not quit this addiction? Why can I not just leave it and be done with it? Why I have this urge all the time that I have to smoke, I have to smoke. And I could only continue for 1 or 2 days smoke free. And within those 1 or 2 days, I felt stressed up, because I had to smoke, but I can't. I was just trying to use my willpower to stay out of it. And willpower does not have any significance, right? I've already shared my perspective on that, thoroughly on that playlist. So I would recommend that if you want to quit smoking, please watch that playlist. But during those times when I tried to quit smoking, but then I could not, and I got back to smoking again, I started hating that substance more. I hated it the most. But then, it's like that toxic relationship that you hate your partner, but then you can't live without him or her. And that was the case with me. I absolutely hated smoking. All the smoking substance. I used, all the smoking substance that there is available. So I hated all of them, but then I could not live without it. And that added more hate towards that substance. And that is quite important. What I have understood, that you have to hate it from your gut. You have to hate it. You have to have that, feeling that you don't want it. You hate it. And that will lead you to different other perspectives, and you would see things differently, and then you'll finally be able to quit. But then the most important thing is that you have to hate it. That is the first stage. Since I've already started quitting for 1 2 days and got back to smoking, I did not discontinue that effort, and that's why I am very thankful for that, because those were the time that taught me so many lessons, and it gave me a perspective for my life. Like it's a lifetime thing that I have achieved by quitting smoking. So I continued to try different other methods to quit smoking, and I was going nowhere. I was getting back to smoking over and over again. It was like a cycle. Like smoking is a cycle, and my quitting journey was like a cycle. I tried quitting, and then I got back to smoking. I tried quitting, and then I got back to smoking. It was like a cycle. I was running behind that cycle, and that helped me in a way. Of course, that helped me, because so again, if you're thinking of quitting, you just try it out. Just feel the experience of how can you stay smoke free for maybe one day, maybe for a few hours. Let's just give it a try, because that will impact in your subconscious that you want to try. Your subconscious will understand that you are trying. That means you are hating it, and then if you start hating it the most, then you will figure it out a way to quit smoking. And of course, there are so many other ways that eventually I have found a very good app. I would rate it the highest, and my content, whatever content that I created on quitting smoking, it was totally influenced by that app, which is Quit Sure app. It gave me a different perspective. But most importantly, when I used that app, I was 1000% willing to do anything to quit smoking. That was the stage that everyone needs to be if they want to quit smoking. You got to be willing to do anything possible to quit that addiction. Then only you will be able to quit it. You have to have that mindset. And I was completely willing after trying numerous times. I just want to quit that piece of shit. I just don't want to smoke continuously. I need to find a way. And Quit Sure app gave me that opportunity, and I'm so thankful. I'll be thankful for lifetime that whatever lessons that I've learned from Quit Sure, and that's why I want to pass on this message to the whole world, whatever my realization and experience are by learning those lessons from Quit Sure. It gave me a different perspective. Now, eventually, I quit smoking in July 2021, and the next question would be, how did I not relapse? And what's my plan on not relapsing again in my lifetime? Thankfully, I started meditation while I was quitting smoking, and I got into some good habits. That is again very important. You have to get into some good habits, and you have to start thinking about your health, start thinking about your physique, start thinking about how you can be better, like your stamina, go for a run. And you would find it difficult. If you're smoking, if you go for a run, you would find it challenging, because your lungs is not capable of you being able to run freely, because you will be tired, right? So challenge your body. Your body will give you the answer. Your body is continuously giving you the answers that these substances are not good for your health. But it is our conscious mind, our intellect, that we think that we know everything. But our intellect is the reason why we are stuck in this addiction. So again, I started meditation, and it really helped me, because the true fundamentals of meditation is that to focus on one thing and let all other thoughts float around, and not prioritize those thoughts, and eventually it will lose its significance in time. That's what I did, and that's what I practiced. So smoking urges is nothing but a thought. If you have quit smoking, you would get this thought that let's have a smoke. Why not have a smoke? Let's smoke. You continuously would find that chatter in the background. But if you just treat that as a thought, it will just go away. It is just a thought. There are so many rubbish thoughts that you see throughout the day. If you start prioritizing those thoughts, you will be in hell, or you'll be in prison, right? So if you cannot prioritize those thoughts, so again, you have to treat that urge thought like just have a smoke, go and smoke, have a smoke. Why not smoke now? It is time for you to smoke. You just think, okay, that's just another thought. How about I treat that as a thought? So meditation helped me. So if you can get into these habits, it will help you. it will help you to not to relapse. And your mind, of course, meditation is very useful for every human being and everyone should do it. But again, it is very essential. It was very essential in my quitting journey, and I did not realize because I already knew a lot of perspectives from the Quit Sure app, which I already shared in my channel, so you can go and look at it. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to get into some good habits, and that's what I did. I started taking care of my body. I was an obese, so I started looking after my body, and then I also quit alcohol. That's a different discussion for another video, which I'll definitely share on in my upcoming videos on how did I quit alcohol. That is another journey. That is a totally different experience and realization that I would definitely love to share. And I also have a playlist on how you can quit alcohol. I'll paste the link on the I button. But what really helped me to quit smoking and I did not relapse is because of my good habits that I started while I was quitting smoking. So I stayed smoke free, and in due time, as I already knew because I've studied about smoking, how to quit smoking. I studied so many articles, and of course, Quit Sure have gave me totally different perspectives that I'll be thankful for. So this really worked for me, that when I got into some good habits like exercising, running, meditation, yoga, these habits help me to stay smoke free. So I would recommend, if you're willing to quit smoking, just give it a try and see how does it feel, because that experience is very important. You might feel stressed because after one day you have to get back to smoking because the smoking urges are heavier. It is buzzing around in your head that let's have a smoke, let's have a smoke, let's have a smoke. But then if you start dealing with it, small by small, like you have to try it for one day and let's see how does it feel, and you have to continuously try and quit. And of course, if you follow my channel, if you follow my content, I've laid out the path on how you can do that. But for that, you have to hate this substance, and you have to be willing to do anything and everything possible to quit smoking, and you'll be able to do that. And if you're willing and if you hate it, you will. It's just matter of time. It's just matter of time. You will eventually quit. I hope you like this video, and if you do, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will also come up with another video on how did I quit alcohol and how did I not relapse, and how am I planning to stay alcohol free for the rest of my life. See you guys.